Today we are going for a drive with one of Australia's most dynamic CEOs. She leads one of the nation's premier fashion brands and has been instrumental in the company's innovation and growth. This is also the brand that is responsible for ensuring our athletes look their very best on the world's sporting stage. Let's go for a drive. Elisha Hopkinson, welcome to Drive with the CEO.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited.
Now, we heard you were going for lunch in Bondi. Would you like to drive?
Sure thing.
Thank you for driving.
My pleasure.
How does it feel? Well, you normally drive a Range Rover. How does this feel?
Oh, beautiful. I mean, it's so smooth, these cars. They're very comfortable.
So, tell me, you are the CEO of APG, which a lot of people wouldn't actually know APG. They know Sportscraft and Saba and Jag. Your suit today is Sportscraft. Is that your favourite? Or would you like to share the love between the brands?
I absolutely share the love. Never favour one of them.
But you know, it's perfect timing as well because we're in and around the Olympics. Sportscraft, you had the job of, and you've done this for many years, of dressing the Olympic team. So you did
3 decades.
3 decades. So you've had that contract for 3 decades. What does it take to actually keep that contract, and tell me about the process?
Yeah, look, we're an Australian-owned, Australian-designed business. We've been around for 110 years now, so we're definitely trusted, I'd like to think. Part of the reason why we've been with the AOC is that we have been able to deliver, and I think also their commitment to supporting Australian brands.
Yeah.
It's really important for us that when the athletes put on their official Olympic uniform for the opening ceremony, is that they feel very comfortable and proud, and that's part of our brand, is to ensure that we're constantly giving the quality to our customers when they're wearing our product.
You're really trying to modernise the brand.
We're absolutely targeting the 35 to 55 Australian.
Yeah.
And we recognise that sport plays a major role in their life. We also know it's really healthy for the Australian community to get behind these amazing sporting influences.
How long have you been CEO?
I've been CEO for 2 years. I take my role at the moment as though I've got the baton and I've got to improve the brands and elevate them.
Well, there's so many different things, different technologies popping up. How do you stay focused on where you're going?
Being really clear with what you're trying to achieve and where you're visually trying to get to. And then making sure that everybody is aligned on that is really important. I think, my message to the team constantly is be aware of what's happening around us, but let's stay clear and confident with what we're trying to achieve.
But when you were hiring creative people and creative teams, what are the qualities in those people that you really look for when you're hiring?
Number one is we have to get people that are a cultural fit with our group. We're absolutely looking for strong leadership, so people that can have the tough conversations. We need to be aligned in regards to what aesthetically we're going for and the quality position that we're going for.
Yeah.
And then I think really it's about people that actually want to be a team player. I've had the opportunity to work in so many different roles in this business, and the machine doesn't work unless you've got respect for all the different roles. So
it's like when we were talking about the Olympics and especially the team sports. You can have the best players in the world, but unless they're working together as a team, the team's not going anywhere.
Absolutely.
It takes a lot of confidence as well, especially in this fashion industry, to be able to stay the course. Has your confidence ever wavered along the way? And you're thinking, of course, Sarah.
Of course. I think if anybody tells you that it hasn't, then yeah.
But how do you overcome that?
I think, first of all, I've got an incredible team around me and a great support network.
Yeah.
So I think, I always say to everybody, when we can't make a decision or we've got doubt, let's get more data.
Yeah.
Okay, the first thing I will do is I will seek more guidance, or I will talk things out loud. We've got to keep moving. You've got to make a decision. I think probably what's more risky is when decisions are not made.
I don't think I've interviewed a CEO recently where we haven't mentioned AI. And AI in the fashion industry, you have moved into this space in some ways. What are you doing in that space?
We have been exploring for quite a few years technology in the product space.
Yeah.
And it has helped us a lot with being more sustainable, spending a lot less on sampling, a lot less wastage of garments. We get the garment right.
Mm-hmm.
But I think really the biggest opportunity for us is how we constantly make better product, and that's the real opportunity that we have.
Yeah.
And the technology that's being introduced in this space, I'm amazed and excited by it.
You're the CEO of a fashion brand. It's not an easy job. It's not an easy role, especially in the current environment. For other people aspiring to be a CEO of in your industry, what would be some of your tips for them?
Be clear with what you're trying to achieve. Spend a lot of time articulating it and reinforcing it.
Yep.
Lean on your team and make sure you've got a strong team around you.
Yep.
And have some fun.
Have some fun. It's all about the fun. You're gonna have
Well, we're in a creative space.
Yeah.
So as soon as it is too serious, it takes the creativity out.
I think when you're having fun and you're enjoying it, the content, well, I was going to say the content, but for you, the designs are better.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. Look, it is a competitive space, but I think once you start to get momentum and you can build upon it, it is such a fun ride.
Yeah. We're pulling up here now to beautiful Bondi. Elisha, thank you so much for joining me. Well, for driving me to your lunch for Drive with the CEO. It's been really lovely chatting to you.
Thank you.
Fun.
You gonna come in for a drink with us?
I might pop in for a minute.